The other issues that you've mentioned in trying to cure this,
yes,
especially in the voluminous documents that we've seen you carrying here tonight.
Yes.
What are some of the things that also would help, reduce perhaps this into a few pages and for you to be able?
No, what we don't want them or the governor or the assemblies to reduce the content, because you see, evidence is evidence.
Yeah.
What we want is to increase time, the duration of time when the senators are supposed to look into all these documents. When the impeachment starts, some of it is political, some of it is genuine, but it is an emotional affair. Emotions are whipped very fast. So if you give them an opportunity to do that very fast, it's going to be mob justice. It's going to be mob justice. That's when they see a thief in town, nobody is given an opportunity to defend themselves. But if the public was to say, let's hold this man for a day, then we come tomorrow, all of us, and find out whether it is true, whether whatever we are accusing him or her is what they did. So if we buy time, people will go home and think. Because let me tell you, and I will tell you today, the threshold for impeachment in this country, not so many people have what is required to remove somebody from office. What do I mean by that? Our integrity level of any other MCA, senator, MP, it does not really reach. And that's why we have to use a lot of time to scrutinize the documents. Because if you have to remove somebody from office, you must follow the law and do what the law says. It's not emotions. We do not have emotions at the Senate. We do not have emotions. All we have is to follow the law. And that's why we are saying tonight, we're not sleeping. So if you see us dozing tomorrow in Parliament, just know some of us never had a good time sleeping.
Mheshimiwa, even when you look at the merits, and it's a question that has of course been brought, whereas we saw that this time that it was a unanimous impeachment by the County Assembly of Meru, in matters insofar as impeachments are provided for in the law, whereas nobody is perfect, and when they are faulted, they are found with fault, legal action needs to be taken.
Yes.
When you look at even the threshold of impeachment in this country, do you even need to revise that, from the beginning?
Yes, we need to do that. And first of all, remember, this bill is not talking about governors alone.
Yes.
This bill has just come to clean up the processes of removing anyone from office. Because the Constitution is very harsh on someone who has been removed from office. If you read Article 75 of the Constitution, it says if you're removed on integrity issues, if you're removed, you cannot run for office. You cannot run for office. There is a county, it is escaping me the name, maybe you know. They wanted to remove their CECs because of the beards. Can you imagine? And that's why I'm not shaving myself until we are done with this impeachment. I'm not shaving this November. Because it's as stupid as it sounds that somebody would want to remove you because you're discriminating somebody because of the way they look. All right? So can you imagine removing somebody because of their beards, and this person will never run for office forever? So that's what we're saying, to tame politics, because I'm not saying we should not remove anybody from office, but we follow the law, you substantiate, you bring the evidence. Don't say somebody is not shaving beards. Tell me what is that? Under Article 181 of the Constitution, that talks of how you're supposed to remove a governor, or Section 40 of the County Government Acts, how you're supposed to remove a CEC. There is no beard. Actually, the Constitution says you should not be discriminated by the way you dress, the way you look, the way you talk, the culture you come from. So mine is just to clean up the process, remove the emotions, follow the due process, increase a little bit of time so that people can have time to consult, think, and even consult their inner conscience, whatever they are doing. And also the governor maybe to lobby. Maybe they're impeaching the governor for a different reason. So he can talk to them. Okay, whatever you're saying, what fund, I'll give you tomorrow. Whatever you're saying, when I come to your ward, I should call you, I'll start calling you tomorrow. And that is what my bill, the State Officers Removal Procedure Bill, or the Impeachment Bill, is talking about. And it's not only governors, as I said. It's talking about the impeachment of a CEC. Okay? I was a CEC in Kiambu County myself, and I would want those who are watching us to know that I was a CEC in Kiambu County government in the year 2019-2020. And the MCA, from no reason, they decided I have to remove this person from office. Thank God the whole process did not go through. But the accusation that they were giving, I was even doubting myself. You know, somebody says, you did this, you did, and you don't do it, you didn't do it. And even today, some of them tell me we were coerced. Now, can you imagine?
Yes.
And I almost lost, I was almost locked out by IEBC in the race for the senator. Because somebody again went to court and said this guy was removed from office. So for me, I'm actually the best person to bring this bill. To cure it. How am I curing it when it comes to the CECs? Okay. A CEC, first of all, is not a signatory in any government account. Yeah. Unless you're treasury, you're a county treasury CEC. At least they sign a few things. But any other CEC is just like a house girl. You know, the way you report to the boss, the children are hungry. We need unga, we need this. But who is giving out the money? It is the mother or the father, all right? Yes. And they are not even giving the CEC to go by. They go by and they come and bring it for me just to oversee the children are well fed. So what I'm trying to say is, what does the law say as it is today? If the county assembly impeaches or removes a CEC, huyo ni waziri wa county. Yes. If they remove him, the governor shall dismiss. So why are you removing and then you order the governor to dismiss? That thing should have just ended there. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, you remove them. The governor has a leeway to remove or not to remove. But when not to remove, he returns it to the county assembly with a memoranda. You said this CEC of mine has stolen money. From what the document I see, he hasn't. You say this CEC is incompetent. I can tell you, he comes to my office every time. He has attended all the cabinet meetings. So are you removing him? But at that particular time, the MCAs now can disregard the governor's memoranda. Okay? So what we are trying to say